Here we have a beautiful American flag that my brother made out of wood. You can see it's a distressed style. He did a fantastic job with it. Just love it. It hangs proudly in our laundry room, which is our main entry. Unfortunately, it has warped a little bit. But I think that we can get that fixed. And we can see here it's not quite an inch, 3/4, 7/8 or so. But I think we can get that fixed. It looks like the curve isn't as bad as it looks. Of course, it's multiplied on the ends, so nearly 1/2 of an inch. He did make an effort to stabilize it with these pine boards, but they obviously didn't work. Problem with these small planks is, despite the efforts to get the grains aligned the right way, they just warped in the direction they wanted to. But we'll cut a line right down the middle, make a little gap, and be able to close that right up. We need some material to serve as a guide along the top, so we can use pegboard or masonite, or what is that? Whatever that 1/4 inch stuff is. It's like masonite but tan, or any old board that you can go along the length of. We're also going to need a little bit of scrap wood for some blocking. I am just about ready to cut. I've got my guide board laid down for a straight edge. I'll just freehand it right along there. I'm going to attach it through though with these screws to make sure it doesn't wiggle on me. I've shimmed it all up just to give me a nice level surface on which to run my circular saw, and I've also added some wedges underneath so that when the cut's complete, it doesn't collapse in on itself. So I'm not going to go all the way through. I'm going to go through to about 1/16 of an inch or so, maybe 1/8, maybe 3/16. I don't know. We'll see how deep it needs to go. So I've got this sucker shimmed to death. We can see that we're going to go most of the way 3/16 shy, maybe 1/4, but that's okay because there's some nice curves in there, so I think that'll be a good depth. Plenty of shims. Got my straight edge. We're going to go right down the middle of that seam. So my thinking on that is the glue will just kind of get eaten up as we go. Let's see how it turns out. Well, that first cut didn't do it, but the second one definitely did. It's now lying really very flat, so I think I'm in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of extra batten boards to the back. It did split, I think, on the front, but I haven't lifted to look. Hopefully there's enough paint and glue on the front that if there's no damage to the color, but that's easily enough fixed if that's the case. So I pre-drilled these. nice thin layer of glue. You want it so it's really grabby. There we go. Perfect. Let's see how that looks. Well, I'd say she looks great. Most of it's gone. Pretty straight down here. A little bit of a curve up there. A little bit of a curve still on the top. But from about 2/3, 3/4, all the way down, really quite nice and straight. So really looks good. I mean, you know, if there's a little bit of a wave or something, that's fine. It's a distressed flag. It's been flown. It's seen battle. Whatever. It looks beautiful. So, a little bit of warp gone. I'm quite happy with it.